Okay, hello, greetings and welcome to episode 4 of my Let's Play. I say new Let's Play, yeah, it's my only one. Yeah, my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Oh, as you can see, I've got the delivery Moogle behind me. Sorry about the bad editing towards the end. I once again hit the odd limitations of uploading using a PS4 and had to cut out 10 minutes. So the first thing you'll be seeing is the last 10 minutes of episode 3. 10-15 minutes probably. And then I will be getting some more stuff out of the delivery Moogle. And yeah, we'll be giving it all a proper look and having a bit of fun. Probably not going to do any quests today. It's just going to be a little look at the armory system and so on. So, with that, let's get started with the ending of episode 3. And instead, head over and have a little word with the floating Moogle over here. Yes, this is an actual Moogle rather than the pets that you've seen flying around in my previous videos. Actually, previously in this one. Greetings, Tall One. I am a delivery Moogle, Kupu. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why would they agree to carry about letters? Why, indeed. If I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak dreaming of some beautiful Mooglettes with rainbow-coloured pom-poms, Kupu. But no. The moon had to go and drop, he's referring to the calamity, drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered, link pools rendered useless. For moons, the poor wingless people of Eorzea had no way to communicate with each other beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one could really approve of, Kupu. Yes, Moogles, for those who don't play Final Fantasy, always end their sentences with Kupu, Kupu, Kupu. That is until the little horned ones asked for our assistance, help them delivering messages. At first we were ready to show ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us. Oh, you are so soft. Like you do every other forest furry. But once we saw how much you appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupu. You try not to read the message. Okay. Look, what we have here. 20 new letters have arrived for you, Kupu. Your mailbox is a complete and utter mess. There isn't any room left, so I had to send back 3 letters, Kupu. Aww. Okay, you cannot carry any more campaign or Moogle. Hang on, let's get rid of this bit in the middle. Here we go. Right. Oh, Moogle delivery service. Moogle delivery. Yeah. Again, this is just letterboxes. Okay. Again, pause and read if you wish to read that stuff. Okay. Look what we have here. Yep. Okay. Just first claim your items and discard existing letters. Okay, so again, these are all from the Final Fantasy development team. All saying thank you for purchasing, pre-ordering, and other bonuses just for playing sort of stuff. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a black Chocobo Chick minion and a Cashier uniform voucher. May the light of the eternal flame deep in your... May they light the eternal flame deep in your heart. Okay, so there's my little black chick. It's going to be so cute. And the vouchers. Take all. Oh, telling me about minions. Minions are sort of like little pets that you can have follow you around. I'm going to get quite a few in these letters, so we'll go through a few of them. Again, if you wish to read this stuff, feel free to pause and read at your leisure. Got another one. Oh, yep, again. Untradable items are things that I can't post on the message boards because they're usually because they are... Oh, why is it going... Okay, there we go. And unique items, I can't have more than one at a time. Okay. 19 letters. Yep, here we go. Yep. Okay. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a beady-eyed minion and a Volpul resonator for summoning an Adrim mount. May they offer you insight into the world beyond your own. Yeah, basically it's a pet and a mount of similar types. So take that. I've got another one. Okay. Enclosed is a set of black mage barding and a minion of light. May they blaze the way to a brighter future. Yep, so again, this one is actually a random minion. One of 3 minions will be summoned whenever I use it. So there's that. And barding is for Chocobo, which is the mount you get later, which I won't get for quite a while, I suspect. Okay, here we go again. Enclosed is a Behemoth Warhorn for summoning a Behemoth mount. That's huge. I've again, playing it before, seen how big the Behemoth mount is, and given that mount's size increases with the size of your character, so you can have little baby ones for the Lalafell characters, which are kind of cute, and you've got the great big honking ones for Rogadin, which I'm a Rogadin. Actually, I haven't gone through all the various races of Eorzea, have I? Well, that's something for another video. So yeah, and a wind-up leader minion. So get one of the leaders of the grand companies. May they take you boldly forward in all your pursuits. Okay. Oh, there's so many of these. Right. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a wind-up Odin minion and a complimentary Aetheryte ticket. That allows me to teleport to various Aetherytes for free. Or for the price of the ticket, rather. May they cut you new paths and send you to familiar surrounds, respectively. Also enclosed is a wind-up Warrior of Light minion and a set of Braiding of Light. Wherever you go, so too will the light follow. So we've got Odin, Aetheryte tickets, Warrior of Light from the very first Final Fantasy game, and some breeding to make your Chocobo look like the Warrior of Light from the very first game. Okay, take all. There we go. And on to the next one. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a wind-up Goblin minion and a Goblin cap. Keep them handy when training lip flaps on important busy deals. Yes, a little bit of Goblin speak there. Okay, cool. Nope, armory chest. So this is where all my gear is kept. This is the first bit of gear. I can't believe that's the first bit of gear I've received. So yeah, so your gear goes into a special armory chest. Again, please pause to read if interested. Right. Yep, on to the next one. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Encloses your Fat Chocobo whistle. Oh, Fat Chocobos are great. Fantastic. Great big chunky birds that you ride. For summoning, a Fat Chocobo mount comes complete with a bunch of crisp young gash greens. A Chocobo's favourite thing. It basically looks like a giant lettuce on a stick to help you urge your voracious avian friend along. It's great because there's a quest to actually get the, I think it's to get it to fly. Haven't done it on my main, we'll definitely do it on this. Later expansions allow you to fly, so you can get your Fat Chocobo to fly by, instead of having the Grishal greens on the stick, you have a cake. Just to really get it going, it's a nice big cake on a stick. That is so good, the Chocobo ends up flying to try and get it, which I just think is fantastic. Enclosed is a wind-up Moogle minion. May it ever be by your side through thick and thin. Moogle minions are great because they dance. If you get more than one together, they all have a dance. Up to 5, I think it is, can all dance at once. It's very cute. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a wind-up Gilgamesh minion and a copy of Inquire Within, an oral painting of the world's renowned agent of inquiry, Hildebrand. Oh, Hildebrand. Again, haven't done his quests. They are supposedly hilarious. I find them infuriating, but we will do them as part of this quest. Part of this Let's Play, because I'm sure my discomfort would be of great amusement to people. And his faithful assistant, Nashul Mehakahagava. Anyway. And may they bring you laughter and joy. Yes, because they're hilarious. Supposedly. Enclosed is a wind-up Nanamo minion. And a Fat Chocobo head. May they ever take your perspective when all the world seems against you. I'm kind of speeding this up again now because we've been going for quite a while. Close as a 4-piece set of Advent attire. May it... never mind. Yes, Cloud Strife's clothes. I'll take them. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a Baron circlet, pair of Baron earrings, and a Chocobo Chick courier minion. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. For those that do not get the reference, it's to do with the naming conventions for the old Final Fantasy games. So we're on Final Fantasy XIV. There's actually Final Fantasy 15 as well. So 15 Final Fantasies, for those that do not know Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasies 3, 4 and 5 were released in America and Europe as 1, 2 and 3. So you had the Japanese 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then you had America doing, 3, 4 and 5 as 1, 2 and 3. And it all got very confusing. Thankfully that's all changed and it's now just goes with the Japanese numbering convention, which is much better. Okay, enclosed is a Baron helm. Yep. Nice helmet. A Griffin flying mount. A wind-up Cane Highwind minion. And a file of Fantasia. Ah, Fantasia. That allows me, if I wish to, undergo a sex change. Which will be unlikely to do, but always good to have. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. Again, same joke over. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy. Enclosed is a 5-piece set of Wild Rose attire. Warning, a rose by any other name would not smell as sweet. Again, more clothes. Gotta love plain dress up. Encloses a set of wild rose braiding for your chocobo. Again, so I can be dressed up in the same as my chocobo and have a minion dressed the same as well. Oh, will be a matching set. It'd just be so cute. Encloses a 4-pits Tantalus attire. Let your be your own canary. Reference to Final Fantasy IX there. Okay. Thank you for pre-ordering Stormblood. Encloses a pair of thing is, I should know this one because I've come across it a lot and it's been said a lot, but for some reason I'm struggling at the moment, probably because I've been going for over an hour now. Earrings and a wind-up red mage minion. May they help you forget all about blue mage. Yes, people do love they want a blue mage because blue mages are cool. Now this is something I'll be wearing a lot because it does actually increase how fast I level up. So yes, that's very useful, that one. Get me all caught up for Stormblood, which is the latest expansion at the time of recording. Encloses a chicken knife for the red mage, so that's a weapon. The Silda mount and the wind-up barts from Final Fantasy V. I didn't actually read the letter, I do apologise. Closes a Leonhardt attire. Now, I am a massive fan of Final Fantasy VIII. Came to me at a very important time in my life because it... struggling with school, you know, being disabled and what have you. Final Fantasy VIII was very much the light in the dark. One of the first games I ever completed. Granted, that was with the help of a cheats cartridge in my old PS1. You know, using the magic The End, which you could only get through a cheats cartridge unabashedly, because I just wanted to get to the end of the story. Yeah. I hope this is me coughing because I've talked too much, not because I'm getting choked up, honest. Me choked up about bad memories? Never. But yeah, I'll probably be wearing that quite a lot. And I didn't actually... You know what, let's go. Back to reading that because I didn't actually read it. Here we go. Enclosed is a set of Leonhardt attire. Brooding angst optional. Yes. Having a brooding teenage character. I just realised I didn't actually... I managed to miss some of the items. That would have been a shame. Yep, no, I've missed loads of the items. Good lord. That's what you get for pressing the wrong button. Too busy talking. So do beg my pardon whilst I double check all that. Enclosed is the ignition key required for acquiring a Falcon airship mount. I told you, didn't I? Okay, I don't get that one, but there we go. Right, so that'll do for now. Okay, so that was the end of episode 3. So now let's actually start episode 4. So I actually have a few more deliveries to take. I had to delete some of the old ones and reload the game in order for those next 5 to turn up. So let's have a quick look at these. Okay, thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Encloses a wind-up cursor minion and a file of Fantasia. May they point the way to a better you. Ha ha ha. The cursor one's actually quite funny, I have to admit. And again, Fantasia for those who wish to change. And I'll make sure to delete that. Okay. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a coral. Now, I always call them corals, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to pronounce it. But there we go. Call it a coral bell for summoning a coral mount. May he bear you to faraway lands. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a set of behemoth bardings for your chocobo. May it strike fear into your enemies. Cool. Oh, here we go. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is a baby behemoth mount. It's so cute. It's a little piggy. Look at the little piggy. May it follow you to the ends of the realm. Yes, I'm having that. And thank you for choosing Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, this is the very first letter they send. Enclosed is a helm of light. May it guide you to greatness. Again, another XP boost item, so I'll be wearing that for a while. Tick all. Delete. There we go. So that is... Oh, and the sun's setting. Right. So that's all the items I have. So let's have a look-see, shall we? Ah, yes, I haven't shown you the character screen yet. So, here's the character screen. At the moment, you can see I'm wearing a weathered war axe, which is just starting level 1. Doesn't even have any stats on it except for the amount of damage it does. No hat. I'm wearing a Rogadin harness, Rogadin bracers, Rogadin breeches, Rogadin boots, along with a weathered ring, weathered wristlets. I have a problem with my W's, but there we go. Weathered choker and a weathered earrings. So yes, lots of weathered items, and the starting. That's what you've been seeing me in. This is the starting set for a Rogadin. Seems actually relatively practical, if just for the, you know, bare back and bare chest, and the way the axe seems to float on my back. I always find that amusing. But on the whole, that's a pretty sturdy set of, or sturdy looking set of gear. It has no stats, therefore it's not technically sturdy. So, yes, let's have a look at some... Well, let's see what it recommends. If I hit recommend, what happens? Ah, there we go. So it's had a little shifty round. So it's given me the Helm of Light, which is understandable because that does have some stats. Strength +1, Mind +1, and it of course has the 20% XP extra is good. Ah, the Leon Heart, which is my favourite character, so I'm glad it chose that. So this is my favourite characters one, and then we've got this one which has a lot more. We've got 5% +5 strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, mind, and a 30% increase to leveling. And I've got a Ring of Fortune, or Fortitude, sorry, which has a +1 to critical hit. Yay. For those that don't play computer games, critical hit, usually you get a percentage chance of doing double damage. Okay. Cool. Let's equip that. That is the thing about the Helm of Light. There is an armor set that is supposed to go with it. Question as to whether I get that armor set, I don't know. It's actually a high level paladin or just tanking piece, I think. So yeah, I think for now we'll turn off display helm. There we go. So instead you get to see my lovely choker instead. Actually, we'll have... Oh, it won't let me. You can... Ah, yes. When I've unlocked more classes, I'll be able to set up different gear sets for the different classes, and also for anything else you may want. I had a wedding set because of the... I went to a wedding in-game. What is it? Ceremony of Eternal Bonding, as it's called in-game. So I made myself a rather dapper outfit for going to that. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so let's have a look-see. This is the Squall outfit on a Rogadin. Damn sight beefier than an actual Squall, who's a bit of a skinny thing. Oh, we got lovely earrings. And like nice gold choker with the Squall necklace, which is actually part of the top. Nice little lion belt. Belts for days, because it is Final Fantasy after all. Okay, so that's the first full costume I have. Right, can't equip that because I'm not a red mage. Ooh, let's have... We'll save the helmets for later, I think. But we'll definitely... Gotta go with the fan... Oh, hang on. Gotta equip the fan favourite at least once. Because, God knows, people, for reasons I don't get, love this guy. Okay, there we go. This is... The thing is, I have no weapons that would actually fit the sheaves on the back. But this is the Advent Children costume for... actually looks... The top looks pretty good with the collar and the choker and everything. That doesn't look too bad. You know what? It's getting pretty dark. Let's go somewhere where there's a bit more light, shall we? What's running around in my Cloud Strife costume? Because yeah, I am such a badass. Cloud Strife, who only ever used great big swords and never an axe. Cloud Strife is a better costume if you are playing a Dark Knight, I think, with their great big... Here we go. Ooh, contrast is a bit much, but hey, gives you a bit better light to see by. Get my guns in there. Look at them guns. Let's see if I can remember. Nope. Hello. There we go. Get them guns in. Oh, yes. Oh, boom. Very snazzy. Right. Okay. So let's have another look-see at costume. Here we go. So that's 7. The first one I wore was 8, and now we're on to 9. A lot more colourful. So these are the garments for Zidane, who is the protagonist of Final Fantasy IX. A lot more dandy. He's also a lot more chipper in the actual game as well. So again, belts for days. I like to think this goes quite well with a rogue, where you got the double daggers. Although I don't think they quite line up with the actual I think that's supposed to be a gun. It looks like a blade thing with a gun handle sticking out. But yeah, quite snazzy. Leather steel-toed caps on the boots. Yes. So let's, oh, didn't mean to call that up. Okay, on to the next... Oh right, yes, I don't have that one, do I? So if I pop that on, oh, and go down here, because I turned it off, and this is from Final Fantasy II. This is the Wild Rose, the costume for Farion or Firion or whatever the guy's name is. Oh, someone else is posing with me. That's a new Al-Ra character by the looks of it, given that they're in the Al-Ra base costume. Again, let's give it an old flex, shall we? Why, yes. Check out the guns. Guns for days. Oh, she wasn't impressed with that. Oh well. Seems to be quite a few new-ish characters running around. We've got a new Lalafell over there. Yes. So, all the spikes and the bandana and what have you. I quite like this one, so this is probably what I'm going to go with for now. Yeah. What to do? Well, I can always change it, so... Oh yes, I need to actually equip the helmet that does something for me, don't I? Oh, actually, what does it do if I do this? There we go, it goes back to the Squall one. So we'll go with Squall, he is my favourite after all. Cool. That'll do for now. And there we go. So I do have some quests to hand in, but kind of wasn't thinking of doing much questing. I'm at level 5. How about we go do some fates? Actually get some combat in after all the non-events we've been having. Okay, and there's one straight ahead. Oh, and someone I have to kill. Had the little mark above their head to mean that they are something on my hunter's log. So I can get some extra gil by dealing with them. That should be enough. There we go. Hunter's log number 2 done. The Rogue River has become a breeding ground for giant carnivorous fish known as puggles. Help clear the shallows so local fishers can cast their line in relative peace. I think we did this one last time as well, didn't we? Ooh. Oh, I'm getting attacked by all sides. Let's zoom out, give myself some better view. There we go, there's another one. As you can see, I have also increased the size of the cast time for the bad guys, so I actually see what they're doing, because I am really bad at, again, seeing when something's being cast. So if I make it as bright as possible, I at least increase the chance I'll see it. I'm still not great, so... Actually, that reminds me, speaking of things being overly large, I think the... There we go. Trying to speak and do stuff at the same time is proving rather difficult. My mind keeps blanking on words. The overly large task duty list, that's it, duty list to the side is getting a little in the way. So I might have to shrink that down once I've done this. Oh yes, one of the other UI changes that eagle-eyed viewers might pick up on is the fact that I have extra spaces on my hotbar now. I have some ghostly shapes above my hotbar, which is a... Yep, done. Got these. And I can do this as well. That gives me more access to stuff whilst I'm actually in combat. Ooh, got a... Die, ladybug, die. Cool. Okay, HUD change. Ooh, that's something I can... Okay, let's first copy that to there. Execute. Execute. So that makes these two closer to what these two are. Actually, you know what? I could probably... Let's make them all like number 2, seeing as that's what I've been playing around with. And then from there, we can edit it a little bit more personal. So... Duty list, here we go. And we want to hide that. There we go. And save. Now, I should be able to... trying to remember how you do it. There is a way to make it so that all the various options I have for doing stuff is available to me on my hotbar. Sorry about that pause. So that I'd actually be able to change it on the fly without having to go into the HUD menu. I'll have to look that up and probably do that off stream. See if there's anything else with a little thing above their head. There is the quest thing over there, but as I said, not doing quests today. Run, run, run. There we go. Kill these two off, get a nice bit of extra XP. God, I'm already level 7. That is the thing, because I've got so many XP boosting items on, as well as this little XP booster here. As well as having the XP boost of having the blue bar here, I'm just gaining levels left and right, which is fun. Oh, we've got the yellow jackets up to something. Oh, it's the sheepies. Little lost lambs. Get myself some lamb cutlets. Here we go. Probably call it a night Oh, I say night because it's night in game. It's actually mid-morning here. Well, barely even mid-morning. Call it a day probably on this episode after doing this. See if I can get to level 8 at the very least. So we've just had a quick, very quick episode. I tell you, if this goes over the 1 hour mark, I'll be amazed. That's the editing issues I've been having. It's sort of like, I go into it, okay, you can make a video that's 80 minutes long. Oh, well, I've recorded an hour and a half, so I'll just split it in two. So I say, okay, so as long as it's under 80 minutes, I'm good. Make one that's hour 15, and PlayStation says, no, you can only upload hour at a time. So I can try and keep the episodes down to under an hour. Probably means me recording multiple episodes a day and then uploading them during the course of a week, possibly. Or I can just do what I did with episode 2 and make it a 2-parter, or 3-parter, or 4-parter, depending on how I feel. Upload it all on one day. Don't know. We'll have to see. Although now I've realised that I've turned the duty list off, I can't see if I've nearly completed this fate or not. Given things are still running, I'm going to assume not. Ooh, got myself some mutton. Lovely. Heavy swing. Skull Shutter. Skull Shutter? Or what is it? Skull Thunder. These things are so weak. I can really let them wail on me without much worries, because they're just the little lambs. Oh, got myself somewhere. And there we go, that's complete. Okay, so we'll head back into the city. And I have to admit, the night sky here, it's pretty amazing. Just a beautiful, beautiful game. Moon up. Hang on. I don't think the moon's supposed to tilt like that when I turn my head. That don't look right. That don't look right at all. I've never noticed that before. We've got the Milky Way. Just so many stars. Very pretty. Okay, well, let's get back. Again, another quest item thing, but not doing quests today. Been doing plenty of quests. Plenty of reading. Thought I'd give myself a bit of a break. And so yeah. Bit of a frivolous episode today. You know, a nice little fashion show. Got the old guns out. Yeah. Flex them muscles. Big grin for the camera. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of episode 4. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bit of battling, a bit of showing off my new duds. Yeah, I think that'll do. So, I'm Sukana, and this is my avatar, and we will be seeing you in the next episode. Ta-ra! Boop, boop. Hello. Don't forget me. This bag is really heavy.